There was something I started to do a few years ago, which is whenever I felt the need to share something on social media, be it something quirky or witty on Twitter or Instagram, instead of doing that, I decided that I would just send the message directly to a friend. And I think there's something to be said about cultivating a singular connection that has perhaps more quality than something that is gonna reach more people but is perhaps more surfacey. Like something I read in a blog many years ago. So I don't remember the exact quote, but it goes something like, the sun and the moon are both in the sky, and the sun is so much brighter, so much emitting so much more heat and light, and it's so much further, so it touches a lot more planets in the solar system. And in comparison, the moon is like smaller, nearer to us, and casting a dimmer but I guess more comforting glow. And in a way, to us on Earth, it's kind of the same, right? Because the sun is further and it's hotter, so its heat is kind of offset by the fact that it's closer to us, while the moon is nearer but is not as strong. So, what I mean is, like, in the end, on the other side of it, to us on Earth, the result is kind of similar, right? So, if you think of the sun as a social media post reaching a lot of people, but kind of just lightly touching everyone that it reaches, and by lightly I just mean that it's like compared to the initial amount of heat that it actually gives off, right? The decay that it has by the time it reaches you. Versus the moon, by proximity, it's kind of able to create more of a direct effect on us, on Earth. Sometimes I think about that when I think about wanting to share something witty on social media and deciding that, you know what, I'm gonna create a quality connection instead. I'm gonna write the message to someone, a friend, where that message is relevant, instead of just, sending it out to a bunch of people that I sort of know on my social media and hoping that I kind of get a vague warming effect instead of like a more direct, focused, concentrated connection. So I've been doing that for a few years now. It's interesting because I think it does work. One, to get me off social media, and two, to kind of get a closer connection, to cultivate a closer connection with the people I do care about. And I think it's funny because it's kind of weird how easy it is. It's kind of like you just redirect your attention from putting that thing onto social media and into people you actually have a direct connection with, and how much easier friendships become to maintain. So that's what I've been doing and what I would suggest people to do, although this isn't really a topic that comes up when I do talk to my friends, because we actually talk to each other, so we don't need to talk about this. Anyway, yeah, maybe this is your sign to reach out to somebody directly instead of blasting a vague message on social media. That's all for today. Bye. I don't know whether this video is audio even manageable.